So, good morning all. I am T. Vardhan. So, welcome to today's group discussion on our topic is mobile phone life without mobile phone. So, I would rather say that it is a bad point because life without mobile phones cannot be estimable, and we cannot live without mobile phones. They make us carry many kind of facilities regarding health, education, and communication. Brings the people together and keeps them connected. So, what's your opinion on that?
I agree with Vardhan's points. My opinion is mobile phone is mobile phone is mobile phone is necessary to our life because without mobile phone we can't assume our technological ideas, and without mobile phone we cannot survive uh, more like uh, more ideology or some other things. So I agree with you.
I also agree with your point. In a world without mobile phone, it is much difficult to communicate with our friends, or families, or relatives. So it would be a challenge to face the problems like if you need important calls or to make arrangements or any call at mass, we require mobile phones. So I think mobile phones are important in a life.
I can see your point, but like without mobile phones, people will connect physically instead of virtually, and this will make their bond stronger, and the people will started living in the reality instead of fake social media.
I'm Mahati Roy, and actually I disagree with Lalita's point. Can you really imagine a single day without mobile phone? Actually, cannot, because the technology is rapidly increasing in the present day society, and the mobile phone is a major source for the technology. And so you cannot avoid the mobile phone in your single day life. The mobile phone is generally very useful in many ways, but it totally depends on the way you use it. If you overuse and you addict to it, that's your problem and you have to face it. But if you use it correctly, the mobile phone will be a very useful gadget to you. That is the greatest invention by a human. If you imagine your life without a mobile phone, many things will stop. Like online businesses and all, the employment in that category will just fall, and personal development also, like the society is developing in terms of technology. But if you avoid mobile phone in your daily life, so that personally you will stop developing and you will stop here. And also, as Neha said, communication with all others and all, so that far distance communication and all that is possible due to the mobile phones. So I say that you cannot avoid mobile phones in your life, and life without mobile phone is a difficult task.
Yeah, I would like to extend with those points. I am Priyanka. Now I would like to share some points that without mobile phones we can't imagine our life, because in Corona time everyone used mobile phones very much, and the easy transport of goods like medicines is also easy using mobile phones by online transactions, and we can easily communicate with other people when we are in immediate cases. We will also have much uses with mobile phones. We can also develop our knowledge by using mobile phones. I also say that we also have pros and cons with our mobile phone, but the way we use depends on ourselves. Thank you.
I also agree with the points. Nowadays, smartphones technology is very useful to us. When we can go to any place, we can mapping the in mobile phone and we can go to that place Without GPS, we cannot go to the place, and we can ask any people to go to the place and map. We can use the map, but it is difficult. So I think mobile phone is useful in our life.
And disagree that when mobile phone so now like because mobile phone gives a lot of information for us. Mobile phone was not but I'm giving something till now the mobile phone is available in different ways and different things. Mobile phone using with many technologies like transaction, online shopping, and many other things.
I don't agree with Mother's statement. Mobile phones are becoming very important parts in our life. Mobile, there are many apps like banking apps like Google Pay, GPay, Phone Pay are very useful in our daily life. So if we need to transfer any amount to someone, we do not go to the ATMs. We can easily transfer money from the apps like Google Pay, GPay. So mobile phones are very useful in our daily lives. I can see your point, Pavni, but I disagree with you because extensive use of mobile became most problem to because very problems like anxiety, depression, and level of think of user and without mobile world become the most beautiful like face to face conversation. My opinion is the without mobile world is very beautiful.
Mobile phones are an integral part of human life. It is various aspects, entertainment, navigation, emergency calls, etc.
So, based on all the points discussed here, I will summarize that the mobile there are pros and cons of the mobile phone, and but mobile phone is the greatest invention, and you cannot stop the increase of technology in the society. If there is a mobile phone or not, but the development of technology has started, so you cannot really stop it. So avoiding mobile phone in your life is impossible. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. As we all know that today's GD topic is COVID-19 impact on education, which is a global perspective. Today I want to discuss some points on this COVID-19 impact on education. My name is Ashali. The COVID-19 pandemic has severe impacts on the various sectors of the society. One of the major affected area is education, with which the schools and colleges are forced to shut down during the lockdown, with which it caused a transition to the teachers and students to the forceful online teaching learning, um, which caused major impacts on the education, such as like facing real-time assessment to the online education. It caused effect to the students. So this created a major effect on the education.
Adoption of online education, video conference, and using the apps like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and Google Classroom has impacted as has a huge amount of uses in that times. And
Due to COVID-19, the schools are shut down. They have conducted the online classes, and due to online classes, many students have lost the syllabus and they have lost the contact with the teacher. And in the 2 years, they have lost the studies. So due to the impacts, every student had to take up the remote learning in education. So due to this remote learning, everyone has gone through a lot of stress, and it even affected them mentally, physically.
Yeah, myself, Glory, and I agree with all the points, but I have to add one point. Yeah, in COVID-19, there is huge impact on education, but there are some good impacts and some bad impacts. Bad impacts are all the students are habituated to the virtual live learning, but due to virtual learning like online classes, they disturb and loss of interest makes students not to learn, and time to time syllabus is also not completed, etc. But good impacts are learning online classes and learning how to use the online social medias like Zoom, etc. And we can learn more. We can learn about technology also more. So these are the good and bad impacts of COVID-19 on education.
I said, yeah, Lohit, you said there are good impacts and bad impacts. First of all, look at the good impacts. We can, the students are exposed to the new technology, adapting to the virtual learning, and teachers, of course, teachers are struggling to reduce the force, providing the lessons on the syllabus and prepare to the syllabus and look at the bad effects. Students are exposed in the way students are exposed to the social media and the network outside. I mean social network and
because of COVID-19, we went online classes. As we all know, we didn't get any knowledge from on class 11th and 12th, so we are suffering for the BTech first year.
Yes, COVID-19 impact on education because of spending much more time with the mobile phones. Students are very much addicted to the mobile phones, and also students who are students who are not having phones and laptops with them have faced many problems in their studies. It also impacts on mental health, lack of interest, depression, anxiety, loneliness, etc.
Yeah, we went to a very good group discussion and we discussed so many points and shared so much of information. But it's time to summarize the group discussion. There is small summarization. Yeah, due to COVID-19, there is a huge impact on education. As coronavirus is spreading a lot, all the government forced to close the schools, implemented online classes like visual learning. So it caused the students not to learn and addicted to phones. So finally, finally we had a huge impact on education due to COVID-19. Thank you.
Good evening, guys. I'm Santosh. Today we're discussing about a topic called single gender education and co-education. So we will see the differences and the disadvantages and advantages of this co-education and this single gender education. First, before we discussing about this topic, firstly, uh, nowadays parents are thinking about their children's future. I mean, in what type of education system they have to join in their they have to join their children. in what system, which is, they have to join in the co-education system, or else they have to join in the single gender education. So that they have to choose one education system, right? So further, on that basis, we are discussing about the topic. So first of all, coming to the co-education system, in my point of view, co-education is better than the single gender education, right?
Yes, I support your point. In co-education, there are many benefits in future because we have to do jobs in future and have to combine with different kind of people. So co-education is better than single life education.
But coming to the co-education, there is a lot of positivity, and when in single gender schools or single gender education, when children prefer to think that their gender is more superior than the other gender. This type of attitude will cause problems when they work with the beside genders in real life.
Yes, I agree with your point, but co-education leads to a lot of deviations and it affects to their learning.
Yes, many deviations. Many deviations that takes place in co-education education. Like the opposite genders are combining, they both study in a lot of relationship there takes place. It may affect to their future gender education problems and also your future jobs. Some problems will be happen.
Okay, friends, co-education gets equal priority boys and girls.
Co-education improves thinking level, sharing ideas with opposite gender, and it improves sharing level, sharing ideas opposite gender, interacting with other gender, understand their problems, and improve respect on opposite gender.
Children, children who are brought up may especially like to harass and bully another children because they mostly like to have friends of the both genders. So they tend to have empathy and understanding towards the other.
I think co-education is much better than the single gender education because children in single education children don't know how to behave with other genders, but in co-education children will know how to face other genders. So it can be helpful in the future. I think co-education has more advantages than single gender education. So I support co-education for the parents to the children.
Yeah, from your point, I also agree that co-education is better than the single gender education because co-education is about how to respect the other genders while compared to the single gender education. As law said that co-education is better than single gender, I am also agree that co-education is better than single gender education.
We have seen the advantages and also disadvantages. Now coming to the single gender education.
Yeah, while coming to the single gender education, it also have many benefits. In single gender education, they have same genders in their classroom, so they have more interaction between them.
In single gender education, there are some lack of problems because they don't know how to behave with other genders, and in future they may get problems with communicate with other genders. So, co-education is better than single life education.
And yes, I agree with your point, but in co-education, we can observe a lot of competitions between each gender, and it leads to a lot of participants in the single gender, education system.
Yeah, what you said is right. Why? Because in co-education, we can communicate with the other genders. It leads to it helps us to communicate in our future generations, and also in the coming to the single gender education. In childhood, as well, if we cannot communicate with them, we cannot communicate in our future. For example, like if one is studied in the single gender education. He don't know how to communicate with the other gender in future. He got the job, but he cannot communicate with the other gender. It leads to some problem by communicating with them, right?
As per Canadian research, 72% of people 72% of people were studied in co-education are more interacted with other students, whereas 58% of people are less interacted with other people. The, we can conclude by this, co-education education is better than the single gender education.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome everyone. My name is Shashi Kumar, and we are here to discuss today's group discussion: electrical vehicles in India. Nowadays, electrical vehicles have become more significant recent times, and electrical vehicles have more uses nowadays. And
I'm from CSE-C. I believe electrical vehicles have potential and revolutionize to transportation sector in India. With increasing concerns about air pollution and fossil fuels emissions and decreasing uh, the dependence on imported oils and fossil fuels.
Absolutely. India has been great. India has been great.
Government efforts are required for electrical vehicles. One of the main problems to solve from the government is lack of infrastructure to charge. Charging stations must be developed in so many main cities and highways to spread a wide range of electrical vehicles.
Indian has been a great activity promoting the environment vehicles, um, environment vehicles and electric vehicles through various policies and initiatives. One of the scheme is FAME scheme, which is faster adoption, manufacturing of hybrid and electric vehicles. Electric vehicles, which is encouraging further production and purchasing of the electric vehicles.
Yes, I agree. Charging infrastructure is crucial for electrical vehicles uptake. Private companies and government agencies should collaborate and establish innovations like fast charging facilities and battery swapping facilities. And in every fuel stations there is a charging for electrical vehicles, and this is for convenience for consents.
Another important aspect to control the electrical affordability of electrical vehicles. While while the prices have reduced over the years, they are still relatively high compared to the traditional internal combustion engine vehicles. The government should consider provide more incentives and subsidies to make electrical vehicles more accessible to the masses.
Yes, I agree with your point. In addition to the affordability, we also need to improve the. We also need to focus on the improvement of batteries lives and range, and we need to use advanced technologies so that batteries life can be enhanced and so that it can meet the needs of the long distance travels and commercial applications.
Yes, I agree with you, Ajit. Yeah, it's worth mentioning that the Indian automotive industries grow with rapidly, and the Indian automotive industries will wrap up with EV transition. The domestic manufacturers of electrical vehicles can boost up the employment and it will decrease unemployment. So the collaboration between government and the Indian automobile manufacturers can boost up the employment, and it can change the country effectively.
Yes, we have to see cons also. The batteries are they are not eco-friendly. They are not good for the environment also. We have to take the process and the manufacturing. The government should implement such a rules on a recycling process. And there are so many complications of blasting of vehicles due to the main reason is to the over pressure on the batteries that should be modified by in future so that we can implement on more vehicles.
Excellent points have been raised by all of my dear friends. As we summarize that it's been clear that electrical vehicles has an immense impact on the Indian transportation as well as other countries' transportation. The main points which are considered in summarization is, as my friend said, it's been lack of charging availabilities. It should be developed further by my further as considering my dear friend Rohit's point that Indian automobile industry has to collaborate with the Indian government so that it could raise funds for the availabilities. As my friend Guna also said, the cons will be the disposal of electrical batteries and usage of electrical batteries. It should be considered wisely, and the manufacturing should be done carefully, and the disposal also should be done effectively by not affecting any environmental things. This is it. Thank you.
వాళ్ళ కెమెరా కొంచెం మిగతా
Hello everyone, we are from Team 5. Today we are going to discuss about the topic is social media making us less social. I think it is yes because we follow our friends in our social media but we do not communicate with them privately and we know the things that happening in their lives which are posted on their accounts but we are not know about their real life and what is happening in their real life and there is no convenience to us to meet them privately or in the outside. I think these are the some disadvantages of social media.
You are correct, Tejaswini. In my point of view, due to social media, we should interact with people who are don't know. But compared to during pandemic time, the people who are living near to our houses, we should interact with them only. As well as during pandemic time, social media can maintain our lives in a secure way. We should interact the people who are likes and we are able to share their messages and post with them. We should interact the people very
I will agree with you, Sridevi, but in my point of view, there is a big disadvantage in social media that is trolling. So trolling is the biggest enhance in social media. The people who are trolled are getting money, but people who are being trolled are spoiled. Our lives are being spoiled. So by seeing the trolling, people are influenced by that. Even though they are having good opinion on the people who are being trolled, they have got some bad opinion. So they are spreading that. So this is my point of view.
Yeah, it's an a true. I'm agreeing with the Sanivas too. It's a good point in our social media. It cases and a lots of mental inability to the strength also who are get trolled. Those people are getting depressed and having a mental stress too. But the trolling it is not at all good thing in social media. They are particularly targeting the people and get socialized. But even though social media has some advantages, they will also have popular the talented people. It is in a new stage to get encourage the upcoming achievers. It is in a good strength to us, and social media also have an interactive and friendly oriented sessions, and they will communicate easily throughout of it, and it has a more knowledge and acknowledging the socialism and having the communism together. They are moving towards upgrading their goals and skills too. But there are some disadvantages too. Mainly is women and girls has getting harassed by some other fake people and etc. too. It causes dangers and women must also be careful about of it. So please observe it.
See, I am agree with you, but the convenience of contact with people made to prefer you meet on outer outer side.
I strongly agree with you, Vamsi. Nowadays, everybody completely sticking on to their mobile phones and especially social media. But they do not ready to interact with the people in their real life. They do not have enough time to interact with the people. So if they want to interact with the people in the real life, but they are getting distracted by their mobile phones. If this is continuous like this, after some years, the people only know the right emoji for the situation, but they do not know the right facial expression according to situation. This is not a fair. I agree with your point, Vicky. But in addition to that, nowadays the total youth is addicted to social media. Because of this social media, long hours we are using mobiles without screen time.
So this makes people very losing and feeling inconfident to talking with any public speaks like this. So we have to decrease these social media uses and in addition to that to become more socially active with other persons. This may make better to the people for present generations. Thank you.
This other point with smartphones and especially social media, no time to adapt a people really like in speaking people face to face, they are getting conversation.
Yes, I agree with all your points. According to me, social media makes the people less sociable because today all are edited on social media cannot be speaking with their, even with their family members. Even when we go to any functions, all the people are not spending time with their family members rather than spending on social media. Uh, Rather than spending on social media, if it is reduced, we can spend our time. On the other hand, people are feeling tends to speaking in front of people because they are not socialized or they totally depend upon social media. That's
Ashti, I agree with all your points that your ideas, sharing your opinion on your social media uses in our social exclusive that our thoughts extraordinarily linked with our new generation, but old we saw that our generation they are linked to each other better than to present generation. Let's we know that the social media will keep that our friendship or in a other emotion rather than far. Thank you for this sharing your opinions, ideas with us. Thank you, team.
Good morning to everyone. Today we have to discuss about traffic is terrific in India. As you know, a weekend or a weekday in India, the traffic is day by day was increasing, and in Mumbai, Delhi, like these cities are very huge population because of the traffic is so much increasing. As you know, because of the traffic increasing, a lot of accidents are also happening due to regulating the rules and the rules and so many things. But in Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, these are most metropolitan cities have been increasing the traffic day by day.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ashwin. The traffic is terrific in India nowadays. Due to the heavy population of our country, traffic is the main issue right now. The police is not able to control the traffic properly, and it's becoming a huge issue. So, what do you think?
Yes, I do agree with your statement. Nowadays, traffic is the most affected thing in people's life. And in my point of view, lack of parking spaces. Nowadays, the people are used to park their vehicles in front of buildings, and it encroaches the road, and it uses it leads to the uses of less road, and also traffic affects in people's life, like traffic affects on work and education and and entire person's life. So what do you say about
Yes, we see many accidents on the roads because of the overspeeds. If one have their own concerns that someone are waiting for them in their family, they will not go with overspeed, and also not proper measures are not taking. They are not putting their helmet and also not following the traffic rules. If the rules are strictly exhibited, then these accidents may become less and it may not be as much as terrible. As my friend said, Yashashwini, this is all depend on the youngsters. So nowadays, youngsters like they drove the bikes in a fast speed, which may cause to accidents, etc. So we can reduce by managing some traffic rules and punishment, something, etc.
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought public transport is the best way to avoid traffic jams. Like most of the people are traveling with their own transport from one place to another place. By by usage of these own transport, roads are being more crowded and it leads to accidents. So that it may affect like medical purpose also. So what do you think about it?
Yes, what my friend Ikshita said is right, and we can also save nature and can make other resources develop in this way by using public transport and many other resources. We can save everything in our surroundings and in our lives. And at the last, what she said about the medicine, public transport, and at the last, she said about ambulance. In that ambulance, there is huge traffic. So ambulances are not able to go to the hospitals in time, and they are causing many deaths. That's a very bad issue in the country, and so many individuals are taking their own bikes and cars, so that the traffic is huge in respective of their selves. What do you say about this?
Yes, as you said is correct. But in some other countries there are different lanes for different vehicles. But in our country, India is not having that much because of the population increases. But you see in different countries like US, and they have the different lanes. Like for cycling is one lane, and for ambulance is one lane. Because as you know, because when population increases, automatically traffic also increases. But we should make some different lanes for different transport, so that which reduces it reduces traffic in the country, as you know. But the second thing is mainly public transport will be increased because of individual transport. Because as we see in Delhi, because of their own transport, it is reduces the traffic in the different in our country. But if he is having a huge metro stations like Bangalore, Delhi, if we use more that, it reduces the traffic also.
Also, one more point to add is many common people don't know how to read the traffic boards. Even they have some, we have the traffic signal boards on the roadside, but many common people don't. So because of knowledge that speed limits or speed breakers, they go on over speed, and this may lead to some accidents. So what I say is creating awareness in the common people about the traffic boards and traffic signals.
I would like to interact his decision in such a way. Traffic is a heavy issue in our country. In more ways, traffic was increased is caused by accidents. Many of some heavily bike usages and cars is regularly used in our daily life. It was very effective. Is containing on the road accidents.
And one more point is people may use the alternate ways to reach their destination so that we may reduce the cause of accidents.
To conclude today's group discussion topic, there are lots of problems that leads to the traffic congestion, and which in turn leads to many other problems like causing deaths and getting late for our works too. So we need to think about the solutions to reduce this traffic congestion, like using the public transports or reducing the uses of vehicles for less distance, and construction of footpaths so that people don't come onto the roads and and which in turn leads to the traffic. Thank you.